Hi, this is Maria from It's a Writer's World and FloppyHaus Digital. Yes, I'm a part of FloppyHaus Digital right now, and I'm gonna welcome you again to my video blog. So today we're gonna talk about something that's so viral and so trending, and as a marketer, this is something that I've been very interested in looking into. Um, and I hope it's okay that I'm gonna speak Tagalog and English from time to time because I felt that this is something that I've decided earlier. From now on, when I'm gonna do video blogs, I'm gonna do it in Tagalog and English so that I get to express myself better, and this is something that my fellow Filipinos could also watch. So the topic that we're gonna cover today is something that has a sparked news on social media this past couple of weeks. So it's about online reputation management, and I'm guessing you already know which brand I'm gonna talk about today. So it's about J&T Express Philippines and how one of the videos that were posted by I'm not sure if it's by a customer or one of their employees, and it just got leaked for some reason, and it was passed on from one meme page to another. But yeah, so this one video went viral, wherein the employees were seen in the warehouse and they were mishandling. Well, if you're gonna watch the video, it's not just about mishandling, it's a total it's chaotic. When you look at the video, when you see the warehouse, it's very, very chaotic, and these employees that were caught on camera, they were not just mishandling parcels, they were literally throwing it into the delivery truck. And what if it's something fragile? If me as a customer, and I have a lot of friends who are online sellers, and I know that they're very dependent on these couriers to deliver their parcels. And when you look at the videos, it's kind of disappointing on their end, and also on my end because I'm the recipient. But it's very disappointing and saddening for the online sellers part, because they worked so hard on their products, and these guys, the employees of these couriers and cargo deliveries, they're just throwing these things inside the delivery truck like it's trash, like it's garbage, literally like garbage. So and it's not just that one video that circulated, it's like a couple of videos, and there are some photos, and there are already a lot of complaints online about about J&T. And as a marketer looking at it, this is a case of a very, very seriously damaged brand reputation. So people are asking, I saw one post in one of these advertising groups that I've been following, and they were asking, is there a way that we could salvage this kind of brand reputation wreckage? Because if you think about it, sobrang sama. It's the reputation has gone so bad, and one photo after another, and a video, and another post, and the complaints, it's just if I were the brand owner, I would just shut down, in panic if not handled carefully. The last thing that you want to do is to shut down. But if there's no way to salvage it, then you just have to shut down. But actually, there is a way, and a lot of brands out there, big brands, have been under fire for so many things. Like for example, network TV networks and other basic consumer brands like Procter & Gamble, Unilever, whatever. All of these brands, all of these big brands, they have undergone so many bad reputation, negative media, and they were able to survive. So why is it that some people would think that this courier brand would have to close down just because they are under fire right now? So yes, the answer is yes, there is still a way to salvage the reputation of J&T Express Philippines. And yeah, it will take a while. It will really take a while. It will take a long, long time to earn their customer trust. And looking at their pages right now, it's really bad. Whoever is handling their public relations, it's really bad. So what are the ways? So I've listened. I actually have my cheat notes here on the other screen. So I'm sorry if I'm gonna look at my screen from time to time. So one of the ways that I've listed down is that, of course, the first thing that you have to do, you have to acknowledge, apologize that you made a mistake. That it is, kahit anong gawin mo whatever you do, people will scrutinize your every move, your every word that comes out of your mouth, and they will say that, oh, you're so this and you're so that. Don't you just apologize? At the end of the day, people just want to see a sincere apology from you. It's not like that. It's not like J&T has not released any statement about it. They had an interview with ANC. They constantly posted statements on their Facebook wall. I'm not sure what social media profiles they have. I haven't looked, but Facebook is the only one that I saw. They have released statements, and they have undergone interview with ANC, but of course, mainit pa the situation is still hot. You're still under fire. People are still upset because you're not giving them clear directions. You did not give them specific actions that you will be doing to improve the system. And this is why the people are mad, and this is why the people are scrutinizing every post that they have on Facebook, and they're getting these bashes and every single criticism that they are getting on the comment section. So the first thing, you have to acknowledge that, okay, some of our employees are doing a bad job. They are not taking their jobs seriously. We are sanctioning, we're doing some actions, and then we are disciplining them. And you mentioned this, you're disciplining them, but in what way? And that's what the public wants to know. In this, if the brand damage is this magnitude, you really have to be open about every single step that you make. You have to identify, you have to be very specific. You have to go down to even the tiniest detail of even the tiniest change that you made in your corporation. You have to publicize that. You have to document that in the public eye, so that the public will slowly earn your trust. All of these things that we're going to discuss today, it's just about earning the public's trust again, because regardless of how much PR you produce out there, if you don't nip it in the bud, if you don't acknowledge that, okay, we it's our mistake, nagkamali kami, and we mishandled your parcels, the issue won't you won't be able to salvage your brand at all. So acknowledge, apologize to the most humblest, sincerest words that you can use. Put it out there in your statement. Sabihin mo, ako, it's our fault. It's our fault. It's really our fault. We're not blaming anybody else. We're not blaming the employees because maybe there's a loophole in our system that we didn't see earlier. So we're gonna fix that loophole. So it's just about making that apology and being sincere about it, and showing people that, hey, these are the things that we're going to do. Be specific about it. Be specific about your actions. Another thing, so of course, when you're gonna apologize, you might want to this is just a bonus. Of course, this is still something that's going to be discussed, but if I were you, you might want to give out incentives or discounts for those online sellers who are affected by this issue, because I think I've read a couple of reviewers or a couple of comments that they were complaining that the parcels were damaged, and they thought that it was the online seller's fault, but actually it is the courier's fault. So napagbibintangan din kasi, people are pointing fingers to the online sellers that, hey, you're giving me damaged goods, but yung pala, it was during the delivery or the transport process wherein the item was damaged. So it's an inconvenience to the online sellers as well. So for J&T, they might want to give out incentives for these people, diba? Right now, ang laki ng online sellers community. People are, since millions of Filipinos were out of jobs, they were relying on online selling to make a living, and of course they cannot deliver it on their own, they need help of these couriers, and they trust you with their items, and you're just gonna handle it like that. Of course, it's kind of disappointing. So you might want to give out incentives, and just apologize sincerely, please. And okay, so the next best thing that they can do is that they can feature their employees. Of course, sinabi nga nila, diba, as they stated in their statement, it's an isolated case. So obviously, and it's in every business has this. There are good employees, there are bad employees, and in the case of J&T, it's just that the people that were shown in those videos and those images, they were just they're not they don't compose the entire brand. Hindi sila yung buong kumpanya. Meron talagang bad eggs sa kanila, and that's sad because since one, they did not apologize properly, and they did not specify ano yung actions that they're going to take. Pangalawa, anong nangyari? Na blown out of proportion tuloy yung story, and people will generalize na everybody in J&T Express is bad. Each and every step is bad, when actually it's not the case. So one of the next best thing that you can do is to highlight or make a feature of your best employees, and do it documentary style. Don't just let them talk about how they enjoy working with you. Let them talk about the personal lives. What are their routines, what are the most common parcels that they were asked to be delivered, and which communities they enjoyed delivering into, because people might be friendly over there, or they made some friends over there, etc. So tell the story of the rider, tell the story of the delivery guys, of the employees on the field, and that's something that people can relate to. Na oo nga, they are human too. You want to show your human side, and you want to show the people that, hey, there's a face, there's a human person running this company, and we're not all about the profits. Okay, so the next best thing that they can do is that they might want to build strategic partnerships. It could be risky at the moment. It's gonna be difficult at first, because of course the wreckage of the brand damage that they have endured is really, I don't know. I don't know how many years they're gonna endure this one, but it's worth a try. It's still worth a try. Building partnerships have always worked for many companies, and you want to pick. You want to be strategic about it. Maybe you cannot ask big enterprises to collaborate with you at first, but working with non-profits and government agencies, it works out eventually. At first, siyempre, sa una, you're gonna work with non-profits because these are the people who will take any voluntary actions or donations, and it will really be helpful for them, and good rep pa din naman siya. At the end of the day, good rep pa din. It's still gonna bring you good reputation. You can still show that, hey, we're good at our job, and we are not just about, as I've said earlier, we're not just about the money. That's something that you must show your public. We're not about the money, and yes, we can change, and yes, we can improve, and we're sorry that we made this mistake. We're doing some actions. So guess the last one that I've written down here is ride it out and be consistent. Eventually, lahat naman ng issues nagda-die down eh. Everything dies down. All of these trends, they die down. So if you're hot off social media right now, don't think na, okay, it's my brand's tapos na, wala na ako, I'm over, I'm done. No, you can redeem yourself. It will take a while. Like yun yung paulit-ulit kasi sabi, it will take a while. It may take years, it may take, I don't know how long, but eventually it will die down. But like any romantic relationships that you have, customer relationship is also built on consistency and trust. So, yun na nga, you broke their trust. So, what will you do? You have to make it you have to make it up to them. Kailangan mong bumawi. So hindi naman pwedeng parang ningas kugon lang ipagbawi din natin, di ba? You can't do it, you're just good at the beginning and then you're not gonna carry out what the changes you have made. You will not carry out the changes that you have made all throughout. You have to be consistent. So apologize, acknowledge that you made a mistake, build partnerships, and identify the actions that you have taken just to improve the system that you currently have, and be consistent. You know, don't lose hope that eventually everything will just go back to normal, and you will gain more customers again. At the end of the day naman, lahat naman ng business may flaws. Every business has its own flaws. Every business, they make a mistake, and not all employees are good, and we're humans. It's a part of humanity, and it's very easy for people to see the mistakes that a company makes, dahil syempre you're in the public eye, pero just write it out and just be consistent, and just show people, consistently show people that you are doing something to improve your brand, and document it, publish it out on social media. There's no easy way out dito sa nangyari na to, sa ganitong magnitude ng brand reputation wreckage. But hey, at the end of the day, all trends die down. Nakakalimutan ng tao yan, and you just have to make sure that you are consistent and you are actually walking your talk, and be consistent about it. So, yan, ako si Maria. I am from It's Right This World and FloppyHaus Digital, and I do hope that you enjoy this video blog, and hope to see you soon. Bye!